Dear students of ISC 2022, as I have said you in my last video that the next video will be on solved MCQ that my students have prepared. So I start with Unit 4 Constructor. This will be divided into two parts. In this video I will cover up 3 MCQ solved answer, and in my next video I will give you another 3. So I start the first one. The first one is fill in the blanks, and question number 1, an object of a particular class contains, the answer is instance variable. Question number 2, the fill in the blanks is constructor are member method that can automatically be called while creating an object to initialize its element. The third fill in the blanks, the constructor is defined with the fill in the blanks part is same name as the class. Fourth, a parameterized constructor is the fill in the blanks is a member method with same name of the class name, which is used to initialize the instance variables by passing parametric values at the time of its creation. Number 5, the process of using a number of constructors with same name but different types or number of parameters is known as, the fill in the blanks part is constructor overloading. Now the next type of question I will cover up is true false. Number 1, it is not required to initialize an object's instance variable to perform various operations on the object. The answer is true. Number 2, a constructor cannot be invoked at the time of creating an object, and the answer is false because it can be invoked. Number 3, the constructor is automatically called while creating an object. The answer is true. Number 4, a constructor does not copy the initial value of the instance of an object to another and passes value of its own. The answer is false. Number 5, a constructor cannot have the same name as the class name. The answer is false because the name of the constructor should be of class name only. Number 6, the constructor does not need to use return type. The answer is true. You should call a constructor only after the object has been created and initialized, similar to a method. The answer is false. Now, as per the pattern given by ICC, next type is name the following. Methods with the same name as that of class which is used to initialize the instance variable of the object. The answer is constructor. Number 2, the general access specifier of a constructor. The answer is public. Number 3, the constructor is only created to initialize. The answer is member oblique instance variable. Number 4, a constructor which initialize variables of an object with definite value readily available. The answer is default constructor. So that is one set I have discussed about. Now the second set I will discuss again on constructor only, multiple choice question. I have asked my student only to give the answer, so it will be very easy for you to memorize. So, number 1, a member method with a name same as that of the class name used to initialize the instance variables of the object. The answer is constructor. Number 2, a constructor which initialize the instance variable of an object with definite values readily available. The answer is default constructor. Number 3, a member method with same name as the class name which is used to initialize the instance variables by passing parametric values at the time of its creation, and the answer is parameterized constructor. Number 4, this constructor is used to copy the initial values of the instance variable of an object to the instance variables of another object is called copy constructor. The answer. Number 5, in this system the initial value of an object is copied to another object without using any specific constructor. The answer is direct entry copy constructor. Number 6, in this system object is passed to the constructor. The answer is copy constructor by passing object. Number 7, a process of using a number of constructor with same name but different types of parameter list. The answer is constructor overloading. Now, the next pattern question is fill in the blanks. Number 1, when you create various objects of a class, first fill in the blanks is data member are automatically allocated under each object. Number 2, a constructor can be invoked at the time of the fill in the blanks is creating an object of a class. Number 3, a constructor is always the fill in the blanks part is public. Number 4, a constructor is called from outside, that is the fill in the blanks, the class while creating an object. Number 5, constructor are of the fill in the blanks part is 3 types. Number 6, the constructor as a function should have the same name as the class name. The class is the fill in the blanks. Number 7, a method may be the first fill in the blanks is public or the second fill in the blanks is private. Now I will come to the true false. A constructor can be invoked at the time of creating an object. The answer is true. Number 2, the constructor needs return type. The answer is false. Number 3, a constructor is overloaded automatically. The answer is true. Number 4, a constructor is only created to initialize the data member or instance variable. The answer is true. Number 5, the instance variable are initialized through the parametric value passed while creating an object. The answer is true. Number 6, the constructor needs to be called from the main function. The answer is false, because it is created while the object is called, not created, it is called while the object is created. And number 7, a method is called from the main class. The answer is true. So, this is the second set for the constructor, and I will now discuss the third set, which will be the last for. So, I start with the third set, and this will be the last set for this particular video. So, the first pattern type of question is fill in the blanks. Number 1, a constructor can be invoked at the time of creating and dash of a class. The answer is object. Number 2, the constructor is used only to initialize the dash variables. The answer is member. Number 3, a constructor that used to initialize the instance variable with default initial value is known as dash. The answer is default constructor. Number 4, when no constructor is defined in a program, the dash creates a constructor of its own. The answer is compiler. Number 5, a constructor which initializes the instance variable of an object with definite value readily available within it is known as dash. The answer is non-parameterized constructor. Number 6, a non-parameterized constructor is defined with the constructor name along with the dash. The answer is empty parameter list. Number 7, the instance variable are initialized with the parametric values passed with while creating an object. Such a constructor is known as dash. The answer is parametric constructor. Number 8, a function with the same name as that of the class name can be used to initialize the instance variables of the object with the value provided through dash. The answer is parameter list. Number 9, a constructor that is used to initialize the instance variables of an object by copying the initial values of the instance variables from another object is known as dash. The answer is copy constructor. Number 10, the instance variable of the dash are initialized by copying the values from object passed to the constructor. The answer is current object. Number 11, a process of using a number of constructors with the same name but different types of parameters is known as dash. The answer is constructor overloading. Number 12, a parameterized constructor is a constructor which is defined along with dash. The answer is formal parameters. Number 13, a non-parameterized constructor is defined without any dash. The answer is formal parameter. Number 14, if a class use more than one constructor, then they are automatically dash. The answer is overloaded. Number 15, a member method dash private but a constructor dash declared private. The first fill in the blanks is can be and the second fill in the blanks is can never be. Number 16, dash gets called when the object of the class is created. The answer is the constructor. Then next, number 17, here is an example or snippet of the constructor is given, and you have to mention what is this constructor is. So as there is no parameter given within the constructor, so the answer is default constructor. Number 18, again another snippet is given, and now you have to tell what type of constructor is this one, and as it consists of parameter, so thus we can tell it is a parameterized constructor. Number 19, method is used to perform dash operation. The answer is arithmetical or logical. Number 20, when an object is created, the constructor gets called dash. The answer is implicitly. Number 21, dash of a constructor is always public. The answer is access-specifier. Number 22, dash method can never be accessed without the class premises. Again I repeat, number 22, dash method can never be accessed outside the class premises? The answer is a private member. Number 23, an object of the class is created. It uses this constructor to initialize the instance variable with the system approved. The answer is initial values. Number 24, initial value for a character variable is dash. The answer is \u and there are 4 zeros. Number 25, it represents a dash character. The answer is null. Number 26, the instance variable of the current object are initialized by dash from object passed to the constructor. The answer is copying the values. Number 27, a number of constructors used in a program will have their name same as dash. The answer is class name. Number 28, the constructor does not need to be called in the dash. The answer is main class. Number 29, all the constructors have the same name but differ in their dash. The answer is parametric type. And number 30, when you create various objects of a class, the data member are automatically dash under each object. The answer is allocated. So that comes an end of the first part of the constructor. The next video again will be 3 sets of solved MCQ question from constructor only. I hope it is helping you quite a lot, and in the upcoming videos, as I said, you will be getting solved MCQ for all the 4 units that has